Hello and welcome to the demo for Necromancer's Revenge. It is exactly what you might expect. It's a game about being a necromancer and having some revenge. Driven to the brink and waited for 100 years. Oh, dang. The first Dark Lord, key on all of them. Summon begins. Okay, and then we can mouse wheel for our stuff. Do some magic missile and kill these little cute red dudes. Okay, what do we get? We got a chest with a spell that does some damage. Alright, that seems pretty cool. Seems like we don't really need to worry about it now, though. Do some bonuses there. You know, it seems like you automatically attack, but this, if you, switch over to, like, one of the other spells, it kind of works pretty well for, kind of automatically doing it. That's pretty cool. I definitely like the way this is working out. Seems like we come here and, we can get our stuff. Every once in a while, we can buy some stuff. Just kind of... It looks like actually we're casting all the spells at once. I don't know why they wanted you to switch it up in the beginning. Ooh, should we summon this little dude? Because that looks super cool. I can't afford it. I'm gonna get... Let's already have one of this. Already have one of these. We could upgrade it. And we'll upgrade it and then... I'll have to buy some more stuff in a little while. Well, the initial thoughts after 2 minutes are that, I think it's promising. I don't know that it's, yet to give me anything that makes me, feel like there's anything really particularly different about this in comparison to any number of similar titles, but we got our garlic-esque stuff from Vampire Survivors, I guess. So I'm a little confused about some of the stuff. So we have, like, when we go to spin that, like, up here it says how many of these little red gems I have, but... I don't know, I mean, it just seems... maybe a little bit different. I don't know, maybe I'm confused for no reason at all. I think that's probably... Let's pretend I'm not confused. Oh, what does this do? Oh, apparently we need to take the gems up there to unlock the boss. Which it looks like we have a total of, like, however many minutes... that was. Oh, I guess I should probably start doing it a little bit more often, but I don't actually know how we're getting any of the red things. It seems like we have to kill some stuff. Yeah, we just kill some things, and eventually we get some, but I need those in order to actually buy more cool attacks. Alright. Putting 2 and 2 together. Very proud of myself right now. I'm not sure if it's, like, worth it to use this one compared to the other one. Oh, it's 2,000. Alright, well, I mean, I'll summon this little dude, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it probably would just fare better doing a lot of, kind of a focus on actual attacks. I do think it's pretty cool that we have a mixture of active attacks and then passive attacks. I'm a little disappointed in this red gem growth. It just feels like it should be a lot quicker. I mean, I wonder if we're only able to, like, store up to 20 at a time. Because it honestly kind of feels like that, because I've only ever had 20 at a time that I know of. I also just don't know what it is that I have to do to get it. I don't know if it's an automatic thing, if it is... Oh, okay. It just randomly from one of these things that die. And a totem. Alright, cool. Toss this bad baby down. Yeah, we can only have 20. What a crapshoot, man. Why would you even allow me to get more if I can only get 20? It was very misleading. I'm very unhappy with this turn of events. And this totem is hot garbage. The totem is pretty disappointing, and so is the summoning of the little dude. Just feel like that's... Like, neither of those are things that I really want to spend any money on. It definitely feels like that's probably something that's a bit more... I don't know, it feels like that is going to be something that I would imagine to be like the kind of primary selling point of this particular title, because I mean, outside of that, like, you're just doing something that every game like this has done like a dozen times, and honestly way more than a dozen times. There's just like so many games that are essentially this title. But I will tell you this whole concept of not being able to carry more than 20 of these red gems at a time and watching as I pick them up just to be wasted is kind of what I would consider a deal breaker for me. It is something that tells me that this game is not going to value the time that I have whatsoever. And it could be, you know, it's just something in the demo, like it hasn't happened. You know, it doesn't collect all of it because, you know, they don't want you to get too powerful too quickly, but it doesn't matter, man. It's just presentation, you know? Like, I mean, if you went to go get a sandwich and the sandwich, you know, is they promise you that the entire sandwich is actually, I don't know, a foot long or whatever. You know, 12-inch sandwich, we'll say, or in metric kilometers, I guess, like 0.001. And I'm sorry, it's just funny because, like, I'm American, and Americans, outside of like NASA and a handful of other things like teachers, nobody knows what the metric system is. It's all like beyond us. Anyway, the point is, if I can actually get to it, I don't even know what I was talking about now. I've like completely lost my train of thought. But ultimately it comes down to, you know, this whole lack of being... Oh no, the sandwich, that's what I was talking about. So, if you are saying that, you know, hey, you know, the 12-inch sandwich has, I don't know, even that doesn't make sense unless, like, the sandwich only has certain amounts of stuff in the first couple inches and then everything else is afterwards. That it just doesn't make sense. It was an analogy that I had intended to make sense and be good, but it was a failure on my part. So we will just pretend that I have never brought it up. And we'll just accept the fact that there's a limit, in the demo at least, on how many red crystals we can have is absolute hot garbage. And I've realized now that taking the red dots over to that area actually is used to kind of speed up how much time we have left. And it would appear that it is in fact a game mechanic, because as we perhaps have just seen, for those of you who were fairly observant, we can now hold a bit more. How wondrous. I feel like that is a... I know it's all like range gods, you know, we can't really... We have no idea whether or not it's going to kind of work out that way or not, but I feel like that is something that would be a very good... I didn't mean to do that. It would be something that would be nice to have, I don't know, a pop-up or something at some point. Like, maybe let us know the first time that, you know, there's something we can unlock or find that's going to allow us to pick up more than the 20. But even then, I don't like the concept of doing this just to, you know, have the points go nowhere. Because in a lot of ways, you can't avoid it. You just pick them up automatically. I don't even... Oh man, so many of these guys all died in one place. And we got a whole minute of waiting. Alright, well, I guess I'll just go and turn these in instead. I think it's funny that I brought up like how that was going, and now I have far more. I also think it's funny that like most of the enemies have just kind of like disappeared. Now it's just a handful of dudes. Inventory is full. Can I get rid of these? I'll get rid of it. I mean, I feel like that's a better choice. The summoning factor has not been something that I consider too good. It just ultimately doesn't feel worth it. And I guess from what I'm experiencing really is unless you're in a hurry, you're really never going to take any of your red gems over to this other area, because if you do that, then you run the risk of missing out on some of these cool upgrades. Although sometimes you get just absolute crap, so I don't know, it's like a crapshoot. Oh yeah, see, like I already had this spell. I thought I already had this spell. Oh well. It is very apparent to me that, you know, like the thing that sets us apart for sure is, you know, having a lot of these you know, summoned creatures and stuff to kind of like help you push through and destroy things. But, and I think that's fine, but I don't believe it's presented very well in the demo, because, you know, the little goblins and this totem, none of them are very good. Like, I don't see why I would use any of them. I guess maybe as a last case, worst case scenario. I saw a little kitty cat. Not super happy about having to fight the kitty cats. And I'm gonna pretend they're beavers instead. I feel better about that. Alright, I'm just going to start putting all of my my red gems into this. We can go ahead and just start hurrying up, get to the end, see what happens. If you like Survivor's Likes, I would say you can still have a good time with this. It's not bad, like, it's pretty good so far, but it definitely just isn't something that is... It doesn't feel like something that I will be finding myself really investing into, and it doesn't really do enough either differently or as enjoyably as many of the titles that I have seen during, like, Next Fest, for example. It just doesn't do enough to stand out, I think, to make this feel as unique as it probably would need to kind of sway me if I only had one choice. Now, because I don't have just one choice, it's still a title that I'm going to be interested in playing in the future, but it's just not something that I could see myself investing a lot of time in at the moment, just because I got a lot of things to try. But what it does a good job at, which I think is very important. Alright, what happens when we hit the deadline? The door opens, and... who is this? Who has summoned me? You. Again. Really? I just got... Because I was really close? I just got straight up blown up right there. That's... And then it just takes it back. Alright, well, you know, disregard the whole thing I said about, like, really... Because that was... I don't like that. Anyway, links in the description. Try it if you want. If you like it, wishlist it. You know the drill.